So of all the things that we carry around with us in the car as we move around, some things get used a lot more than others. And one of the things we use a whole bunch is actually the Sonos Move speaker. Cool thing is, it's portable. And I even take it with me to the outhouse to go to the bathroom. Having music on, I'm gonna round the stone. Having music on while going to the restroom is pretty cool. And I can't carry a whole entertainment music system with me everywhere we go and install it. So the Sonos Move actually does really well. We have it everywhere. Pretty sweet. So we're not sponsored by Sonos or actually anybody at all. It'd be cool if we were. We love Sonos. There's a couple of brands that we like a lot and we keep trusting them and keep buying their stuff. And I've always wanted a Sonos system in our old house. Just never got around to installing one. And now we can't really carry around all kinds of speakers. So when the Sonos Move came out, that actually kind of filled the gap. In Portugal, we had a small, or rather, we went to Portugal without anything, without any speakers or anything like that. When we got there, I bought like a tiny little Bluetooth speaker for like $50 or 50 euros in Portugal. And it did the trick, but it's nowhere near the quality, sound quality that you get from a Sonos or the other relatively higher end brands. And I think I've said it before as well that since we're not buying all kinds of stuff and a bunch of different things and we're trying to fill a house, we can actually splurge and get some of the better things instead of just buying the cheap stuff. So we're really happy with that. We've also realized that some things get used more than others, and we try to make sure to get rid of the things that we're not using. So if there's clothes that the kids or me or Erica that we haven't worn for a while, we'll question it. Like, okay, do we really need this or should we get rid of this? Usually the answer is get rid of it. So when I met Erica about 13 years ago, she and her family took me up north to Kiruna, which is where they're from. And one of the things they showed me was the ice hotel in Jukkasjärvi, which is just outside of Kiruna. It's about an hour away from here, actually. The first time I was there, I thought this was really cool. The second time I was there, which was like a year or two later, it was still really cool. And it's really hard to kind of tell you what it is, but back then they rebuilt an entire hotel of ice. They built rooms. They built an entire building, igloo, of ice blocks that they pulled out of the river, and then they have ice sculptors or ice designers come from all over the world, and they create their own design rooms. So we've seen this place 2 or 3 times before kids, and the kids actually haven't seen this. And so now that my parents are visiting, they wanted to check this out, and we're like, yeah, we definitely should do that. So we drove out or into Jukkasjärvi and went to the ice hotel. It turns out a couple of years ago, the ice hotel actually built like a giant refrigerator. I guess they kind of like built an underground igloo refrigerator. And that means that they can keep a part of the hotel open year round because it's cold in there, and it's really, really cold in there, and it's like a freezer, and you have the ice hotel in there. So they have this giant refrigerator with about, I think there's 18 rooms or 16 rooms or something, big hotel rooms made of ice. And we kind of toured around there together, my parents and then the girls and Erica and I. And of course, all 3 girls thought this was great because they've been watching Anna and Elsa in Frozen forever, right? And it's the ice castles and all these things, super awesome. And here we are in a real life ice castle, pretty much. And the designs are really, really impressive. And it's really cool that we can actually come there and check this out in the summer or autumn or spring, whatever, but not in the winter, because of this refrigerator. We'll see if we can go back later on or some other time when we're here. And they still do build another portion of the hotel and make even more rooms, ice rooms. So I kind of want to see those as well. So I'll probably have to go back. So after visiting the ice hotel with my parents, they haven't been to Kiruna, and we were pretty close to Kiruna, so we drove in there, and they could kind of cross that off their bucket list as well, the city of Kiruna. Of course, Erica and I know of the cool viewpoint up on the top of the hill, Lusavaara. I don't know. I'm trying to do a Finnish word as a Swede in English. That's complicated. Anyhow, the little mountain in Kiruna. And so we drove up the backside of that, and my parents could check that out. And it was actually the first time my girls were up there as well. So the kids thought that was pretty cool too. You can see everything from there. I think one of them actually asked, like, is that Norway or is that Finland? We're like, okay, you can see a lot, but you can't see that far from here. My parents just headed out, and they were here for like an extended weekend, I guess, a couple of days before the weekend, and then a couple of days after. And they had a lot of fun. They got to see a lot of stuff. They got to hang out with us, and that was the main purpose, I think. Actually, to hang out with the kids, probably not with Erica and I. We don't rank as high anymore when there's grandkids involved. But it was fun to have them here, and it was fun to kind of show them around. And it really is a different landscape up here than the rest of Sweden. So it's almost like a trip abroad even when Swedes come up this far north in Sweden. It's really different from the rest of Sweden. So after my parents had visited, we kind of went back into the normal routine, school, work, and all those things. My brother-in-law actually just came up for like a weekend. Right now, he just left pretty much. And we redid a piece of the roof of the cabin that he was suspecting might be leaking. So we were working on that. And the weekend that he and I and my father-in-law worked on the roof, Erica took the 3 kids with Erica's cousin and her kid out to the other side of Kiruna. It's about a 2-3 hour drive to Björkliden, which in the winter is actually a ski resort, and now it's more like a hiking resort. So I actually didn't get to go to Björkliden this time. I've never been. They're all convinced I will love it, so we'll have to make another trip where I get to go as well. But I did give the GoPro to Estelle and Claire and kind of said, here, carry this along. I'm assuming Erica had to carry it a bunch too. But they wandered around. They did an awesome hike there. So. And we'll leave you with those beautiful shots of Björkliden. Hopefully you enjoy watching these videos just as much as I enjoy, and we enjoy putting them together. Please hit the subscribe button. It does help us out. Smash the like button and whatever else you can do. Leave us a comment if you're wondering about anything, or if you think we missed something in Kiruna, let us know. Other than that, I guess it's time to say, have a great week. Remember to have fun. See ya.